still under absolutely no sail whatsoever, and just the wind alone is pushing us.
Oh no!
I love what you've done with the place.
I feel like today is a good example of, well, you know, life being life, and that doesn't stop whether or not you're out on a beautiful boat in a beautiful place.
We're on our way north. On board our Cape George cutter 36 is my husband Aladino and myself, Maya. After a 5-year complete refit to our boat, we are finally out sailing, about to explore one of the most wild and beautiful coastlines on Earth. Join us for the Northern Voyage. We woke up in a large bay, no one else here. A black bear walked along shore and quickly disappeared into the tree line. We will haul anchor soon and go check out the old store at Port Neville. I don't think there's anyone there, although it seemed like the lawn was freshly mowed. We're actually making our way towards a journey we've been looking forward to for weeks. Remember when I said we wanted to explore the indentations in the coast? Well, there is perhaps no indentation as rugged, as wild, and as beautiful as Knight Inlet. It winds improbably deep into the mountains, far inland where the water turns the color of glacial runoff. Mountains rise straight up, and grizzly bears roam through the estuaries. Our friends Allison and James sailed up there in the spring, and now we will sail up to the end of this inlet together. But Knight Inlet presents several serious challenges to the sailor. A book that I'm reading about one couple's voyage along the BC coastline describes trying to enter Knight Inlet, being struck by severe winds, and quickly abandoning the voyage. The next few days will be spent getting to the head of the inlet and waiting for the right weather to leave the ocean behind and sail into the mountains. We spent a calm night at anchor. Now to continue the journey, we'll have to head out past Port Neville, head north up another small section of Johnston Strait, and then duck into a small passageway that will lead us to a harbor at Lagoon Cove. From there, we're basically at the mouth of Knight Inlet, and the next journey will begin. Port Neville began in the late 1800s when a Norwegian man named Hans Hansen acquired 120 acres, built a home, and opened a store and a post office. He married a woman from Norway, and they had 5 children. And although the store closed in 1960, the descendants of the Hansen family apparently still come here, and the well-tended lawns must be evidence of that. It wasn't as much fun as the day before because we were just motoring, but we got to where we needed to go. We also encountered several reminders of why it's not a good idea to sail this coast at night.
Like a wandering day, time has come to make my way around the sun. Wandering mind, wondering why time's running through me. I keep moving on.
Once we turned into Havana Channel, the wind was in our favor, and we slid downwind between small green islands.
Revelations come as revolutions go. When you circle around, you know, we're all lost until we're found. Gotta circle around. Gotta circle around. Wander away like a wandering day. Time has come to make my way around the sun. Wandering mind, wondering why time's running through me. I keep moving on and on, following the sun, following the sun. Following the sun. Following the sun. I'm in on, 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 in on. Following the sun. Following the sun.
Okay, I just had a little shower and I feel like a new person. I feel like today is a good example of, life being life, and that doesn't stop whether or not you're out on a beautiful boat in a beautiful place. So I was down below, missed the whole voyage today because I was dealing with some bureaucratic stuff. Aladino and I still do not have a passport in common. We are citizens of different countries. And that comes with a considerable amount of bureaucracy that we have to deal with all the time. And we are really working towards at least having one passport in common. If we could have two in common, that would be great. But that also comes with a huge amount of work, because countries, even if you're married, certainly don't just hand out passports. So there's a lot you have to do to make that happen. And a lot of it is just sort of like the bureaucratic mess and useless sort of running around that. Anyway, I think Aladino is going to be legal to stay here in Canada, which was a little bit the concern. And I also worked a bit on my application to Italian citizenship, which has been a really long ongoing process. I definitely underestimated how much of a process it would be, but we're getting there slowly and surely. And today we actually made some big leaps forward.
And there weren't only bureaucratic messes to deal with.
Oh no!
I love what you've done with the place.
There is evidence that I have made a mess in my life once.
All right, fill us in, Shots. What's going on?
Well, I was gonna cook some pasta, but the circuit breaker of the solenoid kept tripping. So, solenoid is an electronically operated valve when there's electricity to the circuit, which by flicking the switch when we want propane, it should open the solenoid, which makes cooking safer. When you're done with cooking, you switch it off, it shuts the flow, but now it won't stay open. So I checked with the multimeter, resistance is very low, apparently an indicator of faulty solenoid. I do have a spare, but it's in the bottom of the dungeon, so everything else needs to come out because it's literally the last part underneath of the floorboard here.
Oh no.
So I'm there now. Here it is, hopefully, fingers crossed, if I remember correctly. Well, that's the compressor, but here I make use of every tiny little space. Here we have some spares, so these are all engine related, and this one here is the solenoid. Yay! That means now we need a spare for the spare. No pasta today.
Instead, Aladino made the saddest concoction I've ever seen.
It's not that bad. It doesn't require any cooking, and it's pretty good.
This is corn and beans, but he like left all the juice in.
On purpose. We don't have propane, so it's an accident. It's pretty good, you cruisers out there. You always have canned beans and canned corn.
I'd drain them though, probably.
Yeah. throw in some tortilla chips and it will be good.
Thank you for fixing this, Shatsi.
I am trying. You are welcome.
But we were at Lagoon Cove, and when you're at Lagoon Cove, no matter how busy you are or how much chaos your life and your boat is in, at 5 p.m. you must stop what you are doing, and you must go to the prawn feast. The owners of Lagoon Cove do something really special, which is that every day in the summer they provide a plate of prawns, and everyone brings something to share, and everyone gets to know one another. Pretty often, at least every second night or so on this voyage so far, James and I play some tunes together. Sometimes we play traditional jigs and reels, but sometimes we just let loose and completely improvise something, which is what happened here.
We are leaving Lagoon Cove and we are headed on to the next adventure.
With a new solenoid on board and a working stove, we set off.
I honestly feel really grateful for Lagoon Cove. The owners really care and put in so much effort to create a really memorable experience. Like the fact that every single day they go and get spot prawns and they cook them and they put on this whole event so that people can come together is so wonderful. The dock itself was really reasonably priced. It was cheaper than many of the other docks that we've been at, and there was flowers everywhere, and it feels like a place that I want to return to and that I want to like give back to. So yeah, really thank you to the folks running Lagoon Cove. You guys are awesome. So now the adventure continues, and we are about to head into one of the most, I don't want to jinx it, but I think this might be one of the most spectacular voyages that we've ever been on. Even grander and more majestic than Princess Louisa Inlet. And if you've seen our video on Princess Louisa, you know what an impression that place had on us. It's really special. So to go even further inland into even more awe-inspiring and large mountains, and in a place that's much less traversed, much less visited than Princess Louisa, I think this might be like a really special and transformative upcoming voyage.
Look at that. It just goes straight up.
It's going to take us about a week to go in and out of it. Of course, you know, we're stopping along the way. We want to see as much and experience as much of it as we can. So that's to look forward to. Right now, we are just motoring out of the marina, and we're going to go drop anchor right near the mouth of Night Inlet because I've got a lot of editing to do. That is sort of the part that doesn't make it into the videos, as we spend quite a few days just at anchor editing every single week and catching up on emails and all of that. This takes time, obviously. When we head up there, we want to feel totally free of work-related responsibilities to really be present in the place and obviously capture it on camera for you. Off we go.
Probably the equivalent of the 5th reef, but we're still going too fast to catch salmon, so I have to make it a little smaller. And we'll just float up into the Night's Inlet. Just a little teaser today.
This is crazy. I am sort of steering, but I don't even know if I need to. Night's Inlet is just pulling us towards it. There is quite an inflow, and it seems to just be increasing as we get further towards the mouth of the inlet. And we've noticed this going into Toba Inlet as well. Like, the inlet just sort of sucks you into its labyrinth. So we actually have no sail out, and the engine is not on. Like, we are literally just drifting. But we are maintaining course, and we're headed straight down into the inlet. And we're going perfect salmon trolling speed, 2.5 knots.
It's a little spooky. They always suck you in, but then it's hard getting out of them. Yeah, the inflows with breeze always funnels into the inlets. So it means many tacks and an uncomfortable, bumpy ride on the way out.
Drifting star, falling without sound. I thought I'd light the sky, but I landed back down. I've been 1,000 things, and I am still not down. I might have lost my place, but never lost the sun. I brought you down. I thought we'd sail away, but look at us now. I have been many things.
Trolling for salmon requires really slow speeds. After drifting for a while with no bites, we decided we might as well roll out some sail and actually get somewhere. And so the inlet pulled us into its orbit. We're familiar with this by now. The mountains draw us in, and we've got to fight to get out. The inlets have their own weather patterns. The winds are unpredictable and shifty. The anchoring is always difficult, and we rarely sleep well. But we keep being lured back. Like a siren song, the mountains are intoxicating in their beauty, dangerous in the desire they create for more. We rounded up into what we thought would be a well-protected cove, well-positioned near the beginning of Night Inlet.
Whoa, that's a big one. Whoa! Oh, it's a shark. Whoa, look at that. So these are local sharks to the Pacific Northwest, and they're known as dogfish as well.
We let the dogfish go, and the day faded away in a spectacular way, the clouds and the mountains putting on a show.
Oh, by the way.
Amore,
Huh?
thank you for being my gondoliere for the
welcome.
evening photo mission.
Of course.
I love you.
I love you too.
Yay, happy day. Hey, look at the beach. We go check it out?
Let's do it.
Do you think there's a bear?
There's bears everywhere.
Wow, that was so wonderful.
That was pretty cool.
In the next episode, we'll head down Night Inlet, where we will be greeted by unimaginable adventures. But in the meantime, thank you everyone for being here. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you for your comments. We read them all. And click that thumbs up, hit subscribe, hit the bell so that you get notified when we post a new episode every Friday. We have adopted a bit of a new schedule where we have decided to post 4 episodes per month. So normally that does mean every Friday, but on months that have 5 Fridays, It means that the last Friday of that month, we will have a little week off to rest and rejuvenate and work on more exciting episodes for you guys. A huge thank you to all of the names now appearing on screen for going the extra mile to make sure that these episodes keep being produced. And a really, really big thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. It's you guys who keep this channel alive. It's you guys who keep this channel ad-free. We are really proud to be audience funded, and that is directly because of Patreon, and it allows us to make these episodes without stopping them to read to you about some company, and we are very thankful to be able to do that, to maintain creative control over these episodes. So thank you for giving us that creative control. We really are so grateful for it. All right, if you would like to become a patron, you can do so for as little as $2 a month. It's entirely up to you how you decide to donate. And until next Friday, everybody, happy sailing.